welcome to my channel. It's not my name, but you can call me Bob. Hey, I'm gonna do a video part one, I guess, of the master bedroom. I'm gonna try to cut and edit together today of the stuff I've shot. I'll probably use the walkthrough video, a piece of that of the master bedroom, so you can see it before. Definitely in process. I still haven't moved into the master bedroom. I'm still living in the office. There's still a lot left to do in here. I've worked a little bit on the doors over there yesterday. I've got a lot more work to do to those doors before I want to move in here. Plus, I'll probably do a separate video on the walk-in closet as I build that out. The big dog's got to be in frame. I'll probably, as I said, do a separate video on that. And the master bathroom is coming along, but it's still pretty rough. I've got a vanity I brought down from Minnesota that I've gotten mostly in there. My brother and I worked on it. It's still not connected up. Still got to do some modifications. And there's quite a bit here. I don't have very much furniture. I bought some rugs. I brought the bed down from Minnesota. That tapestry up on the wall I had hanging over the bed of my lake house in the master bedroom. And what's funny is it dominated the bedroom. Here, it just sort of seems a little bit lonely there. But I'll get this out, and probably later on I'll do a part two once I get the bedroom mostly done, just like everything else. And once I move in, still want to get some more furniture and get the doors fixed and the bathroom fixed before I move fully in here. But got the kitchen mostly done, the office half bath, master bedroom will be the next room done, and probably the master bath, the master closet sometime. And then I'm going to start in on the junior master. Want to get that set up, especially when I have company over, so they have a decent place to stay. And I guess that's it for now. Again, welcome to my channel. It's not my name, but you can call me Bob. So I'm calling this the master bedroom. So same thing, it's got 3 skylights, the wood beams. Looks like I got some texturing and some painting to do in here. We are going to paint eventually everything. It has a very, very, very large walk-in closet. Gosh, 12 by 10. No, it's got to be even bigger than that. Going into the master bathroom. 2 shower heads, very large shower. This is fitted out for a freestanding tub and double fixture. There is a sauna here, pretty good size. I don't think there's some lights in here, but we're looking at probably 7, 8 by 8, 9, something like that. All right, so that is the master bedroom. So this is going to be my hangout. I gotta do a lot of work inside and out. All right, a little quick in progress. My sisters came today to help paint the master bedroom. So I've got one sister up there. She cut in around all the wooden beams, and I'm sure that wasn't fun at all.
We got another one
then? And so up on the scaffolding, couldn't talk her into painting the ceiling. I guess I'll be doing that later on. And my other sister here has been going monster on the walls here and has been cutting it on the floor. You get a good view of her back. Hey. And the big dog is, as usual, supervising and checking everything out. I thought I had 2 gallons of satin white. Apparently I didn't, so my sister had to go buy a bunch of, I guess we went with flat this time, right?
Yep.
Just like the kitchen.
Nope, 5 gallons available.
Yeah, everybody's painting. So, I'm hoping, I don't know, you think we can get all 4 walls in here done?
Today, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about the walk-in closet. It might be a little bit of a challenge, but we'll see. So that's it for now. We'll see what it looks like probably after it's done. I will come back, do the ceiling. I've bought there's my non-union labor that just walked in. Also known as my oldest brother, Chris Afshin. We'll see how things go here. So it is getting white. Senior supervisor. It's getting there. Probably have to put a second coat on, we'll see.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll see. A little bit update, my sisters and my mom just left. So quite the change from that mustard, I think it was. Still got to do the ceiling. I'll do that. I'm not going to enjoy it. Plus, got to go up there in the skylight area. But looks a heck of a lot brighter in here. They did, with what was left of that second paint can, do part of the wall. But yeah, mustard to white. And gonna do the same thing in the bathroom. It's gonna go white. You can't really see with the light off, but non-union labor. There we go. I'm gonna replace that, make a little cover. My sister has some ideas for curtains, making all the way to the wood beams or close to the wood beams. And you just pull them to the side and drape them off to the side when you wanna open it, instead of trying to open them and close them and run them along a curtain rod. So we'll see how that works out. I'm leaning towards that route, but it's looking good. Especially with daylight bulbs in here instead of those soft, warm bulbs. I guess I'm a fan of daylight. That's it for now. I got the stereo cranked up a little bit out in the hub. But put another coat of paint on. Thought I'd do a quick update. So it looks much better. I still have to do around the bases, around the doors. You can see here, it's I gotta tape everything off. And the dog's inspecting. And I'm starting in on the master closet. So the old color and the new color. So I'm putting on a pretty heavy coat, trying to do one single coat. Sort not heavy, but medium, because I figure once I have built-ins, at least my vision of what this is gonna be, some built-ins in here, then it won't matter so much. So that was my sister's from weekend before last, really thin coat, what was left in the can, and what I've been putting on. So I'm gonna finish this off and get the scaffolding and the bigger ladder and go up there and probably caulk some of the cracks. You may be able to see one right there, but caulk some of the cracks and let that dry so I can paint the ceiling. Messed up on the beam in a couple spots. I hit it up there in the corner and over here, but was pretty good not hitting anything else. So that's it for now. Nice day out. All right, little impromptu update. Yeah, I need to get some new cover plates for some of these. I think I might change out all the outlet and switches. I'll probably leave those blank covers as white. Put a second coat on. It does look much better with the second coat. You might see a couple white spots on those beams from when I painted the ceiling, I am a horrible painter, and there is still some touch up to do. Need to get in here around the door, but I probably need to tape that all up, and I am not the person to do that, to do detail painting. I got away with doing the closet. I put a single coat on. If you remember, my sister used up what was in a can of paint. You can actually see it there, the line here and the line here. So that's what it looks like with a second coat of paint. I've got a first coat on there. And I don't know if I'm gonna put a second coat. I think the only space that's gonna be open, I do wanna paint the ceiling. The ceiling was in pretty good shape, so I didn't paint it yet. But I think the only open space is gonna be underneath that clover leaf, I'm not sure what you call it, 4-leaf clover window. I'll probably have that as the only open space, so I put a little bit of extra paint there, but it still needs some touch up. I'll probably have a bench sitting there or some sort of little table, something built in. I did paint on the inside of here. It was a pastel orange, one coat. You can probably see it's peeking through in a couple spots as it dried. I'll touch that up once I build out the closet. So it's gonna be a while before I build out the closet. I'm thinking, please don't lean up against the wall, big dog. Oh, good boy. I'm thinking that'll be a year 2, year 3 exercise. Need to go through, you can see the old tape from the last time they painted it. Never pulled it up, I guess. I am going to go through and I had some drips and some sprays. So I used a really cheap roller, and what I've noticed with really cheap rollers is that they will splatter. They'll splatter all over you, all over the floor, all over everything else. So lesson learned, use some decent rollers, some good nap rollers. The really, really cheap ones splatter with short naps, splatter everywhere. So I'll go through and scrub the floor. I could see where I started putting on the second coat. It's where all the splatter's the heaviest. So it's looking good in here. Lights on, everything's working. I think that's one of 2 smoke detectors in the entire house. With a concrete building and terracotta roof. You know what? I think the only thing that's catching on fire is those beams and maybe some of the rafters in the ceiling. Everything else is solid concrete, tile, ceramic, with the exception of windows and door frames and what I previously mentioned. But I'm gonna scrub the floor this weekend. I'll break out some paint thinner for those splatters, some scrapers, some Goo Gone for that old tape. I've noticed it when it gets that old, it does not want to come up. You gotta scrape and scrub and scrape and scrub to get the old tape off. So that will be this weekend. Also this weekend will be, I brought that down. There's this piece here. Well, you know what? I'm gonna save that for another video because this master bathroom is gonna take some work. I'm gonna have to bring in the scaffolding and the ladders and all that good stuff, and have no idea. There is just loose wiring all over in here, loose vents. I think it was in the middle of being made into a sauna. Never got quite there, and it's a little too dark to see in there. But I will probably scrub that down, separate video, cut, modify, etc. So I have a master bathroom vanity. Oh, so hung up this industrial ceiling fan. Almost forgot about that. I checked the power.
It was, there was no power to that line. I went up into the crawl space in the attic, not so much a crawl space. Some places it's a squat space, but for the most part standing. Traced that Romex coming out of the ceiling there. It looped over to a junction box that's open, so it's not connected into the wiring down here. I've got a little multimeter, but I don't feel comfortable in 2 blue wires, and these are hot. 2 blue, 2 green, a red, and who knows what else is in that box. So I may have my fantastic neighbor, the electrician, come in and wire up there in the crawl space these to the ceiling fan. There's a box that came with the ceiling fan that will mount against there that controls the fan speed. Unfortunately, I bought a relatively inexpensive one. It doesn't look it, but that is a 56-inch span ceiling fan. It looks sort of tiny in this room. It is, I guess the closest it comes down is probably about 9.5 feet. The switch to change directions for summer and fall is up there on the side. So, you know what, maybe when I have my bed in here, I can stand on the bed and reach it, but the switch is right there to switch directions for summer and winter, that is. So I've got it swinging, I think, counterclockwise right now. Yeah, counterclockwise, so I can't remember for the life of me which direction you're supposed to have the ceiling fans go. But hopefully the next update in here is my furniture already, or some furniture. I'm gonna go through the stuff that my brother brought down. I did bring down a king-size bed frame, but hopefully the next update is I've got some big curtains hanging across down here. And I'll probably put in my temporary clothes hanging stuff here in the walk-in closet, but got to design this out. Anybody have ideas? Otherwise, I'm gonna go YouTube surfing, and I'm sure my sisters will determine a lot of the decision making that goes on in here, but we'll see what happens. And I guess that's it for now. Big Dog, I think, wants to go out too. Huh, Big Dog? You're such a good boy. All right, that's it for now. Hey, I thought I'd do a little before. Still working on the master bedroom closet, but just now gonna start in on the bathroom. So I thought I'd do a quick before. So this looks out over the side of the house, quite overgrown. Branches up against the window. That's all going to be cut off or cut back before it gets too much colder out or too much longer. But shower, pretty sizable. I think it's about 6 by 6. Twin shower. Big skylight. Got to get up there and clean inside and outside on the glass. This big vanity. I was going to go buy a new one, but I think I will modify this one to fit. From a size-wise, it fits there, but underneath with the water supplies, it does not. Toilet will go there. I think some sort of vanity makeup, I don't know, will go there. And the sauna back here. So, haven't got around to figuring out what I'm gonna do with the sauna, but do something with it. I've got a sauna at my other house, and I think I've used it once or twice in the last 15 years. It just doesn't get used. So here's a quick before. Okay, just finished sanding all the drawer fronts and the cabinets. The big dog did not enjoy that. He did not have a place to lay down, so he sat there outside and watched me. He doesn't sound like the sound of the sander either. So gonna sand that next, and need to clean these drawers. I wonder if I should lightly sand them versus clean them and maybe put a coat of paint on them as well. We'll see. Quick update. A quick update. I sanded down the vanity as well. Next step is to clean that up, and then it's primer it and primer the cabinet fronts and the cabinets. And this actually goes up and over in the center. I'm not sure I want to put that in the center because I've got this big ledge here and got the lights here, and there's actually 2 mirrors, and I have no idea what that piece is. Maybe it's, no, it's not a backsplash. I guess I got to figure that one out. But that's it for now. A quick update. Cleaned out the drawers a little bit. I think I may line them rather than paint them. Got these all sanded and cleaned up, ready to primer. I've got this sanded up and have begun to put a light coat of primer on there. So very light coat. I don't want to, because of the finish on the wood, don't want to put a heavy coat on, and I may end up spraying this one with the final cabinet paint. We'll see. My spray gun is sort of on the fritz and leaves quite a bit of mess at times. I have noticed that even though I sanded this, there is some puddling there, so it's still contaminated in some spots from whatever was used on this before. So I'll let that dry and sand it a little bit with the sanding block, and then put another thin coat of primer on it. Some good news is I found my box that has my digital camera in it and my little GoPro. So what I may start doing now is, rather than a whole bunch of in-progress reviews, I may do some actual while I work types of videos. So been doing this all on my iPhone and don't have much capacity on there. So we'll see what happens. Got some electrical work to do in here too. It's, as you may see from the outlet box here, there is one GFC outlet and one regular. That's a no-no. Should be 2 GFC outlets when it's within 6 feet of water like this is. It's the same deal over here, one GFC outlet and one regular outlet. I'll probably, it's outside of 6 feet, but I may go ahead and put GFC outlets throughout the entire bathroom. I think those are the only 2 outlets in here. I don't think there's any down below. Yeah, I think that's it. That outlet and that outlet. And who knows what's in the sauna. So that's it for now. In progress. And this is why you primer. There is some sort of contaminant all over the front. Not too bad over here on the right side, but in a couple spots here in the middle. But really, really bad over on the left side. Don't know what it is. Gonna paint over it. Gonna put another little coat of primer on this once it dries. Hey, time for a little update. Apologies if the phone is more shaky than usual. I cut my fingers, have 4 stitches, and it's a challenge on holding things with all the bandaging. A little update on the bedroom. So if you recall, there was like one switch. Got everything wired up. That controls one light. It's starting to rain out there. I'm sure you can hear it on the skylights. But a little update.
got the king bed that I brought down set up. It needs to be cleaned and scrubbed. It's looking a little bit lonely there in the where I've got it set up right now. That was my intent, was to have it against that wall, looking outside. Skylights sort of above, ceiling fan sort of blowing down on it or up from it, depending on where you switch it. And this furniture, this hutch and dresser, my plan is I'm gonna have a TV in there. I'm not sure if this is gonna remain this blue with my easy chair here, so I can, and some shelves up here. Maybe I'll do floating shelves again. But that was the intent, but I think it's maybe a little tight here for that. So I may rearrange, may put the bed over against this wall and do something else. Don't know yet. I was hoping to be able to work on these doors, but as you just heard the rain, it's been raining for a couple days. It is 96% humidity outside. Since it's been in the 70s here, the last couple days, the HVAC system's not been running. I've got that set at 68, I think, or all the three I have up and running set at 68. So the humidity has increased in the house as well. It's up to about 65 or 67%. These doors, like I said, I wanted to work on this. You can see the sort of water creeping in here. Not sealed. I've got everything to fix these doors, including a rim latch door handle. So these are still boarded up and not fixed. I gotta wait for everything to dry out before I do that. I think my brother and I scrubbed the floor. It's looking pretty good. Right now, there's, after the electrician and doing a whole bunch of work in here, there's some crap down on the floor still. But I did get some grout, and I'm gonna go grout all the edges here. I got white grout. I thought about getting a dark brown grout, but I instead went the white grout route. And I was gonna grout all these, but with my fingers the way they are, that may have to wait for a while. Still one switch over here. Don't know what the other was for. Maybe it was a three-way switch for the walk-in closet, which is a considerable mess right now. My brother, I think I put the primer on, but my brother has put a couple coats of white cabinet paint. I think there's only a single coat on those, and there's the grout, and has put a couple coats on this, and I am going to wire this up. So this sits on top of the vanity in the middle, and there's a couple lights that go with it and a couple mirrors, and the lights will go over the mirrors. I'm gonna put a switch there and run some Romex up to those lights so that, it's pretty bright in here, but you'll be able to switch on lights over the vanity. So just some more light. So that's the plan. I think my brother, since I can't do anything, we'll go buy a toilet today, and he's gonna install it here. So I've got a plastic bag covering the sewer line there, but also need to get a compression valve for one of the water feeds. It's just got a compression cap on it right now, so that means shutting off the water to the house, and that blink was not good. Shutting off the water to the house and draining everything so that I can put a new water feed on there. I know I was going to do this video just for the master bedroom, so this I may split this off and do a separate one on just on the master bathroom. Oh, one last thing, since we're gonna be doing all that on that wall there, I think we'll probably paint that wall white. And that may be the switch. I don't think these wires are everything. I've noticed all the switches, all the outlet covers, everything. There was not a single place in the entire house that had an outlet cover, I think from the previous owner's painting. But I noticed a lot of these things, outlets, switches hanging out too and loose. Like these ones here you see. I guess as they did the tile work, he undid those and never put them back. So a lot of that everywhere. So that's it for now. Almost forgot, so got the ceiling fan wired up as well. So that works. The only thing I hate about this is this 1980s switch on here. So there's a transformer inside there. Don't know why it wouldn't put a nice modern switch here, maybe put the transformer up in the ceiling light, but that's what I got. I'm hating it, but it's working. I may, down the road, maybe pull this ceiling light and put it in a different room. Maybe put it in the office with this nice old technology. That's it. So my non-union unpaid labor is painting this back wall. We're doing that now because this thing, the light and the mirror will go up on the wall, so might as well paint this now, and we'll paint everything else later, but get this done first. That's it for now. All right, here is the room so far. Afshin and I moved furniture around. This bad boy is heavy, but I had the bed against this wall earlier, and it just took up the whole room. Having it there just opens up the room, and I think I feel better. The feng shui works for me. This thing here is, I had this at the lake over the bed. I'm actually gonna put it up over the bed there too. But what I need nightstands 20 inches wide or less. So for each side. I'm thinking some sort of low credenza dresser, possibly even a couple bookshelves, maybe right there. And definitely credenza or bookshelves there. So 2 bookshelves, 3 feet wide each, or something big, and a credenza. I am not gonna have this in here. I think this will probably go in a different room. I'm gonna buy a brand new big reclining recliner seat, or whatever you call it. TV is actually gonna go here. So sitting down here can look outside or down the hallway and see the front, can watch the TV, can watch it from the bed. Bed has the light switch as well right next to it, so I like that. Curtains are on the way, but what I need is 2 nightstands, a credenza, and a couple bookshelves, I think, for in here. And I'm thinking also a bench for the foot of the bed. Probably reuse one of the rugs. And somebody's getting up on my lap. Hi, it's not my name, but you can call me Bob. Let me try that again. Hi, welcome to my channel. Hi, welcome to my channel. It's not my name, but you can call me Bob.